Hey everybody, it's Ed. Today, March 20th, 2020. March 20th, 1974, Elvis played Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis, Tennessee, and it resulted in the release of this LP in the same year, 1974, in July. All right, and we are looking at Elvis recorded live on stage in Memphis, or Graceland at the bottom. And this again was released in 1974. Now, 1974, when they released this, they did not release the full concert. However, over subsequent years, the full concert has been released. So what I'm going to do is I wanted to talk a little bit about this show and show the different pressings that I happen to have of this particular album. And the first one that I'm showing right now, what makes this one a little bit unique is, where is it? Oh, there. Showing the wrong side. Hopefully you guys can see it, but it's a promo, not for sale. It's stamped up here. I think you can kind of see that. All right, so this is the original LP. This is a 1974 pressing. I'll open up, show you the inner sleeve and the label. So this had the Great LP Catalog inner sleeve that went up to the Volume 1 and Volume 2 box sets. And these are the earlier albums. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, technically by this point I think the full album and those should have been on the sleeve, but this is one of the older ones. And then, here's what the label looks like. RCA orange label, Dynaflex. Alright, so that is the first one. And what could we say about this concert? This concert is actually really, really good. Elvis is in good form. His voice sounds great. It seemed like he was in a good mood. He was in his hometown. Alright, here we have an original quadradisc pressing. Again, from 1974. This was the first one on the orange label. Basically everything is the same except there's the black border on the cover and of course the mix itself, which is a quad mix. But the back cover is actually the same as the original release. And this one is still in the shrink, so that's good as well. And I have it in a multi-sleeve. Vinyl on this one is stunning. Stunningly mint. Sounds phenomenal. I do not have a quad setup, but the album can still play on a regular stereo setup, and it sounds great. Therefore, no issues. I have a few quad albums, or I've had a few quad albums over the years, but I've never been able to experience, the quad mix. All right, and the next one, this was the FTD release. This one came out in 2013. So this was just shy of the 40th anniversary release when they did the LP. But the thing about this LP is it's the full concert. So it's a double LP set, has the full show, and interestingly enough, when Elvis is doing the introductions, there is a point where he mentions Ed Banja, and makes a joke. He's like, "Who's that?" Well, meanwhile, apparently, if I remember the story correctly, he was looking right at Ed when he said it. So this is the full show, and this is an actual picture from that concert. And again, if you haven't heard this show, it's definitely worth checking out. All right, now we'll go through the CDs that I have of this. This one is an original 1986 Japanese pressing. I don't know if it's showing up. Looks like it might be too light. But this is from Japan. And on the disc itself, it does say the year is 1986. It's over to this side. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, but I'll show you the inside of the book. So this one came with like a little poster, I guess, with the lyrics and everything. And can you guys see this? I don't even know if it's showing up. There you go. Okay. Okay. And then the book itself is actually all in Japanese as well. And it's just the one page. So in the back has nothing. And just the cover on the front. And then this, yeah, just a poster. Well, it has some English on here as well. But for the most part, everything is. And why is this not showing there? All right, well, sorry about that. All right, so that's the first CD. So again, this was made in Japan, 1986. All right, and then this one is from 1994, I believe. I think that's what it said. Yeah, I believe it's 94. And the CD is on the black label. And then, last is the Legacy Edition. This came out for the 40th anniversary in 2014. And this one has the full concert as well. But it also has another concert. Let me try to fix this. Also has another concert that was 2 days prior, March 18th, 74. So the CD2 is in mono, and the first CD is in stereo. And this is what your inside looks like. All right, but this concert I've actually found myself a lot recently, either throwing in this CD or playing this album. Really fun show to listen to. Like I said, Elvis sounds phenomenal. Song selection is good. You know, there's some overlaps, and you can see why the whole concert wasn't released initially, because we just had, you know, Live at Madison Square Garden, Aloha from Hawaii, and then this one, you know, a year after. So there would have been a lot of songs that would have overlapped, but phenomenal show. So definitely worth listening to, definitely worth getting, and if you're able to, you know, get this version, especially the FTD version, or even the Legacy version, because again, this is the full concert, whereas the earlier CD releases only, you know, left a lot of the show out. I also do have the version that came with the 60 CD box set, but I forgot to take it out before I made this video, so I don't know. But I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on this show, and you can leave a comment and let me know. And I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's staying healthy. And as always, good to yourselves and good to each other. Take care.